Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Norse Dwarf playthrough, or Kraka Drak, using Cataph's Norse Dwarfs mod, which is linked down below in the comments. If you've been watching, I'm sure you're aware, we've now got Norse School. We've just been setting a colony over here on the edge of Nagarond, where, well, we do need to do a little bit of renaming, but I'll get round to that in a bit. Now, I'm going to state, guys, if you are commenting on this, this is pre-recorded a couple of weeks in advance, simply because I've, well, as I'm sure I've been aware, because I've been you're aware, because I've been saying quite a lot, I'm a bit worried about that the mod, the Vampire Coast mod is going to break this, so I am also having some issues with grudges, because I've got a grudge to destroy an Empire army, and I'm basically not going to get a chance to do that because I'm at peace with the Empire. So I'm just going to have to cope with the grudge, unfortunately, which isn't good. And I think going to war with the Empire to hunt down a single army is, well, doable? Yeah. It's not our main aim at the moment, so we're just going to have to weather this grudge, and unfortunately it means I will be at a permanent negative in a while, but as I said, I think we can deal with that. Oh, I wanted the High Elves to win that, because if they took there, that would actually have given me a, well, nice bit of new territory. I'm a little concerned that Tretch is still in Hotek's column, which will give me a very tricky start position, actually. So Bretonnia is pushing back now into the Telian territory here, but Telia did manage to get quite far ahead. Let's go see how they're doing. What else is happening then? No, so Bretonnia is expanding, which is good for me. The Empire is quite powerful, which isn't necessarily good for me. The Dawi aren't too powerful. Actually, I can't tell. They could have everything here. They have managed to do a bit of confederation, so it's not. I'd have preferred them not to. But again, our aim at the moment isn't anything over that side of the map. It's pretty much Ulthuan now. Once we've got these colonies set up, we will be sailing our forces down to Ulthuan and battering the High Elves into non-existence. Okay. You can keep sailing over here. See, that's going to be the annoying thing, is the 10% upkeep for all dwarf characters and units is going to be painful. I mean, the negative public order is not going to be great either, but we can probably weather that. Yeah, this is definitely helped by Skaven.
I'll cast the runes. Onward. Don't come closer. Look that way. Safe. Trust me.
It's the Cult of Pleasure, so I could possibly take him.
Your people will suffer for your clumsy.
Kind of wish I hadn't taken the monoliths now.
For the wisdom of Valea. Stand, sit, kneel, it matters not.
Blood Queen. Words cannot move me.
Feared by all. There is little you can say that will improve.
I'm still at war with them. Huh, I'd completely forgotten about that.
Time for a reckoning.
Actually, let's buff up Slaver's Point first. In fact, no, because that's going to have an army. Blacklight Tower, because that's on the front line of that conflict over there.
My axe thirsts for war.
Here will eventually come in line. It's this which is messing us up at the moment. Oh, it's Gelt. He is there. Come on. Lose that battle. Die horror. If his army dies, if his army dies, that grudge goes, which is what I really want to happen. Unfortunately, the Empire is a bit stronger there than the other faction, so... In fact, it looks straight up like they won that battle. Sorry about going quiet for a bit there. I'm just chugging a lemsip because I'm full of cold at the moment. It's interesting seeing what's going on in the old world, all down there. But and there is definitely a lot of war going on. I kind of want Middenland to go to war with the Empire because they are possibly the one faction which could potentially bring the Empire to their knees. I mean, if I were to go down there and lend some support. We could push through that territory, but I don't really want to be sending an army down there. I don't really want to be at war with the Empire. That said, I've got enough money to build up another army. And I'm wondering if maybe I should rejoin that war. I don't think I've got any major alliances with the Empire, so I could potentially go back down and turn the tides of that war, batter that army. Get rid of that horrible negative to us. It's just not really what I want to be doing at this point in the game. But it would also make our allies stronger. He says after breaking his alliance with Hochland. Or I could quite literally take some territory down there, but it's not really great dwarven territory. We'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to build up an army to deal with Hellpit. Because we do need to be dealing with Hellpit, actually. And the fact I've left it for so long isn't great, actually. Another warlord strategist straight away. Right. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I can only get one of them. We're going to get some true sons of Ulrich, which are basically chaos infantry for us. Let's have a look. So we're going to get a load of them, and then we're going to go for the ward bearers for this force. That'll do to start with anyway, as our start length of building that up. This is going to be an expensive army, to be fair. But I think we can afford it. Ooh, let's get you Deadly Onslaught. I'm going to downsize this army a little bit. Because for garrison duties, it doesn't need to be quite so big, which frees us up a bit of income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good sort of garrison army there. I'm actually going to get rid of one of those as well, simply so I can get another one of the units over here, actually. Why can I suddenly not build them? Oh, because that one's a Regiment of Renown. Ah. Well, equivalent. It's much more expensive, but then again, it's quite a lot better. So that's very worth doing, actually. What do you guys think of Rangers with great weapons? I know they do a lot more damage, but they also have much less range and much less ammo, which to me is a bit... The only real benefit is their armor piercing. That said, for this army down here, I'm going to get Rangers because, actually thinking about it, when Chaos come, I'm going to want that armor piercing.
God, I'm going.
You can be disbanded. Let's tax this province again while we're here. You're going to be in there, which is going to bring that province in order. And once we've brought those in order, we'll look at sending a force up here to deal with those Dark Elves up there. My issue here is, while I want to push Ulfwan, I'm not sure I'm going to get time to do it before what I have to finish this campaign. And if I attack without securing my rear, I will lose. It's that simple. I could abandon all of my colonies there and just throw everything into Ulfwan, but I just don't... It's a dangerous move. Not just a dangerous move, it's possibly, you know, I would lose my colonies by doing that. I said I don't want to spend too much time securing the north. If I can get non-aggression pacts with them, that'll do. But I'm definitely going to push up there simply because, well, they're at war with me, so I may as well push up and take those places. They're good territories for me to potentially have. It may lead to other conflicts, but we'll deal with them as they come up. And that could be the High Elves' saving grace, that I'm being drawn into other conflicts. Come on, batter the Empire back. Right, I'm going to start double timing this a bit because really, I'm not really caring about what all of these factions are doing now. Okay.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. Rune Lord.
So we're bringing here in order. The corruption is dropping off really nicely. We don't actually have the base corruption here as well. So we should be able to bring these places really in line. I may need to go... I'm going to go batter Hotek's column.
Don't come closer. Look that way, you safe.
We're going to join this war in a cheeky way, guys.
I have thought long and hard about this.
So, we've joined a war rather than going to war directly with them. Which means we can now march on Hotek's column in relative security.
slaughter the sheep.
Right, let's go get this army sorted before we do anything else.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Right, I want 2 more of them. Let's just pin him for a second. What buffs does he give? No, I'm just going to get 2 normal guys. So actually, let's... So these guys are good because they do give buffs to the ranged. Oh yes, straight up onto tactician. Straight into training on this army as well because it's a brand new army, so buffing it up is useful.
Master of runecraft.
Let's have a look through these. So I think it is still worth getting a runesmith into the army for the buffs. Plus 5 melee attack.
Agreed. I've cast the runes.
And straight down, getting ourselves all of the good ones. Constant 1 for allies in range for extra armor piercing.
The rune's duty is never done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I put a master engineer into here as well? Let's look what buffs we've got. Let's just have a look at how much he does buff it. See, that is quite a lot, actually. So yeah, we're going to get one of these guys as well. Although he's not going to be buffed up to start with, so we will have to level him. And let's get the rest of this army sorted out then. Just do a bit of comparison. No, I want at least a couple of those for the armor piercing. That'll do for now, because that's a full stack of building done. And let's look around at what I can actually get building. We can get that one leveled up to full. Okay. So we're not just ploughing everything into the army straight away, because I do want to keep building while I'm building this army up. This army's first target is going to be the Skaven. And then, oh, you see the Empire are right up on my borders now. So I am going to go look at going to war with the Empire again. I may ruin my reputation, but I want to get rid of this grudge. And I guess technically I am Dowie. I have a grudge. I should go to war with the Empire to deal with said grudge. And once we've dealt with it and we've blooded their noses a bit, we will look at going back, you know, reforging the peace. And you know what? Taking a couple of territories around here isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if it were up here, I'd look at taking this entire coast, but I'm not going to put any more than one army into this war, because I've got relative protection due to my position compared to them. I can throw together a defensive force if I need be first, and we're also first of all going to batter help it into finally get around dealing that. And we're going to go siege there when there isn't a big stack there and finish it off once and for all. But we may even wait until they move their army out, deal with their army, then go siege it and bring my allies in to help. Let's skip the rest of this. I really should pay attention to how Euris is doing, because they are kind of my ally over here. I mean, they're not my ally, but they are at war with the High Elves. So the Empire is confederating, and that worries me, to be fair.
It is good to see our allies of the mountains.
We could bring a lot of people into war with them as well, but I'm waiting until I'm ready. What treaties? Do I have any treaties with
Friends
them?
of the Empire, come.
No. Let's get all of these heroes moved in.
Strengthen the shield wall. You summon me, it shall be done. By Gragni, this had better better wheels, lad.
These guys are... Let's just compare again. So these guys are technically slightly better. I thought I was making another one of them. Apparently not. I'd have to do it up here, so let's compare. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, let's look at these and compare some of these guys. See, they're not armoured. They do have high armour. They're unbreakable. They're not anti-large. Honestly, I think they're a better version of something. They're a bit random. They do look quite good, especially with their debuff. There we go. Right, let's look over here and see, because I want to keep paying attention to my colonies as well. I'm not quite ready to start dealing with that. You need to march on Hotek's column. That's a little easier than I expected.
Fight!
I guess it's not a fully stacked up settlement yet. There's just about coming in order as well. Okay. Again, sorry guys, not a huge amount going on here, because this is being a bit more of a just getting ourselves built up again into the position we want to be. As I said, I'm going to go back to War of the Empire simply to deal with that army and get rid of that grudge, because that is going to start having a 10% of my army, you know, across multiple army, you know, across 3.5 armies. It's quite a bit of income actually. So that makes a big difference, as well as the negatives to our public order. So, you know, I'm going to deal with that. I mean, lore-wise, if I'm playing RP-wise, I have a grudge with the Empire. I should be dealing with that. So the High Elves do have some colonies down there as well, which is to be expected, because that's where Alifalar, the Nagarite elves, high elves live. So he's probably in there. As I said, I suspect most of the high elves are confederated, other than Uravis, who seem to still be there. I'm a bit surprised they've not been battered into non-existence yet. But anything which keeps the high elves off my back for any time is useful here. Oh wow, they've expanded! Hockland is doing the job, guys. Actually, these little Empire territories up here may well get swallowed up now. As I said, once we've dealt with the Skaven up there, we potentially have a very good position. I'd actually quite like to take Norden as my own port. The rest of the territory I'm not so fussed about. But if we push down here, certainly... Ooh, you see, there are some nice places. I mean, like here, there's a gold mine, so I would straight... Oh no, Drakenhof is held by Kislev. Interesting. You know, there might be a few choice territories I would take, but I'd have to, you know, look as I go and think about it. Right, first things first.
Clan demands war.
Easy auto, guys.
Shall I eat consume last leader?
No.
Attack!
I want the settlement. It does provide some untaintedness there. We are going to build ourselves a pub as well. And Cromson is doing nicely. Oh yeah, vigor loss reduction. You've got all of these already. Oh wow, we really should have been going down damping on there to reduce enemies' magic. Let's throw some into training for you. Okay. I don't really want Slayers, but we'll keep that for the moment just to help remove the corruption here. But no, that helps us massively.
What do you want?
Get everything for you. Let's get you leveled up to full. And let's do a little bit of renaming.
Iron-willed.
Ulfar's Point, or Grunson's Point. Ulfar's Point. The Monoliths is fine, Hotek's Column is fine. Blacklight Tower is fine. Let's have a look over here. I'm going to leave these ones the same. Wulfric's End is fine. You know, most of these aren't too bad. I'm happy for those ones to stay the way they are. It's not objectionable names to my doughy ears. The Empire is still quite powerful, so I do need to be a little careful with this war. But as I said, I'm not going to be going, you know, I'm not going to be going right into the Empire recklessly. I will be taking my time. I'll be nipping on their edges, if you see what I mean. I'll be using what we learnt from the Norskans, and we'll basically be raiding the edges of the Empire. You know, our initial things, if they're still there, will be to take them after we've dealt with the Skaven. We'll take these settlements and then, you know, move through our allies' territory and assist our allies and raid and sack. So I don't want to get territories right down here. This, Norden, I would take if I get the chance. I'm half expecting those territories to drop off fairly soon, though. simply because they're so undefended and the Empire's got people in the middle. I'm expecting Hochland to reuse. There you go, you see. Already been lost, which is kind of what I was expecting, because these are so cut off now. And the Empire's, you know, in a bit of a tricky situation. I think, are they? No, they're not at war with Kislev at the moment. Though they will be when I declare war on them, because I suspect Kislev, I suspect everybody will go to the war with the Empire with me. Because they're a bit more powerful, and if all of us go to war, I suspect the Empire will get taken apart at that point in time. Which is potentially a good thing. And I don't necessarily need to be massively involved in that war, I just need to make sure the Empire goes down. And by me dragging everybody into that war, that will really help it. Okay, we were expecting a rebellion or two over here, that's fine. Income generation here, because that's going to burn off quick enough. What's going to generate us more? That is good. It reduces the recruitment cost, though I'm not recruiting here just yet. No, I want walls here straight away.
My anger burns bright.
Let's throw out some extra public order here. Get those walls increasing and increase that. How is this little army going over here? 2 turns. 2 turns until we are ready to march. And yeah, we know about that. And we are going to end this one here, guys. So as not much has happened, I do know of them capturing here, but we know our plans. We're nearly in a position to start pestering the Empire again. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this. Don't forget, I'm not forgetting my plans for over here. We are going to build up another army here to send over here. And once we got 3 and this is nice and secure and I'm happy over here, these guys aren't all going to go to war with me. We will look at launching an invasion down into the elves here. Ooh, this is negative for me, but we'll look at, you know, launching an initial invasion just to get a few territories here in their northern reaches and build from that. As always, guys, as I already said, thank you for watching. Please feel free to comment in the comments or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There is also a link to my Twitter and my Patreon in the comments and the description, as well as my Discord, of course. Thank you very much for your time.